talking about. Just sit normally.
Should I be forward more?
Let's see. You look fine. Hey, Mocha family. I am back as promised with Bekah. She's here for break. You're leaving tomorrow. She was here for 3 weeks, and we've been doing a lot. We've been running a lot over break, having a wonderful time, but I wanted to come back and do an update with you about her. So how you doing? You want to tell people what you've been doing?
Yeah, so I moved to New York, and I've been training with Light of the World Ballet. So I've been, dancing throughout the week, and I've been performing a lot. We go throughout Syracuse mostly, and we perform at different places. And yeah, just bring the love of God to people through dance. So I've been doing that. We do take a few more academic-ish kind of classes. So I do exercise, anatomy, and nutrition is one class that I have. And then I do ministry training as well. So yeah. And then I've been working as well.
And you're like out of breath. It's hard for me to believe you're athletically inclined by being out of breath from running down the stairs.
I'm not out of breath
to do this
from running
video.
down the stairs.
You're out of breath from running down the stairs.
No,
I think you've been eating one too many bonbons and not really doing much exercise over this break. But if you guys are interested in what she's doing with Light of the World Ballet, you can just visit their website, right? Light of the World, is it lightoftheworldballet.com? And they also have a Facebook page and Instagram.
I think we're coming out with a new trainee promo video, which I am in. So kind of showing us our life a little bit more. So, yeah.
Well, one thing that we really worried about before you left was what your life was going to be like. My husband's up there yelling, so you will hear him. he's watching some kind of something, and he's excited about it. So this is real life. And come here, girls. You can come say hello. Sounds like he's up there enthusiastically,
like worshiping to like.
Maybe.
He's either. I think.
You think he's worshiping? Hey, say hey to Ms. Mocha, baby.
Hi.
Hey. This is Mocha Girl. Well, I guess we said your names now. This is Anika and Rayma. So they're over there watching us do the video. Go. Caleb is gone. He went back to school already. So they're over there watching us do the video. So I just wanted to get that out of the way right off the bat. But back to what I was saying, one of the things that we were really worried about when you were leaving is how you're gonna manage with your hair. Your hair seemed like it was going to be such a big deal, trying to maintain the regimen that you had before and not doing anything too taxing and damaging to your hair, but yet still being able to meet the physical criteria of a professional ballet bun that they required. First of all, do they require you to do a bun with loose hair?
No, it's been wonderful. They're very open to working with my hair, which is really nice because I know a lot of companies.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you to move closer.
I know a lot of companies aren't quite that way, so it's been a huge blessing. They've been really open to my braids. And to really probably whatever I want to do. So.
And your hair is not in braids; it's in twists.
Twists, yes, these are twists.
These are really tiny.
These are twists. Do not call them braids. They're twists.
Which look really. Your hair has a really interesting look to it. It's like somehow the size that you chose to do your twist kind of match your natural curl pattern. Okay, so and this is where you guys. I don't have a camera person, so I'm gonna just lean closer to the camera so that they can see. You see this? This is her natural curl pattern. And her twists are about the same size. So what ends up happening is that you end up having a loose hair appearance because your twists are like this. Like when I first look at you, I can't tell if they're twists or if your hair is out and you just have this curl pattern. And since your hair curls like maybe 3 inches up the ends, these twists, we can really see the curl pattern. I think I like it. It's very pretty. I think it's just a very different look from braids or twists in general, but I don't even think that would really make a difference, right? Do you think that, have you felt any kind of pressure to have your hair straight or have your hair out?
No, not at all. They've been very kind and open. with the hair, which has been good.
And a load off my mind, because you guys know how I am. Even with their amazingly wonderful attitude, personally, would you say that you've been relaxed and comfortable about your hair?
No, you guys,
Why
am so
not? If the pressure isn't coming from them, why are you still self-conscious about your hair?
It comes from me. Okay, so we're about to get real on the internet right now, okay? But just to be like fully honest with you guys, like I'm the only black dancer there. So I'm the only person with my kind of hair, and I don't know, it's just you look around and they're able to, not that, I mean, white people have super easy like time with their hair or whatever, everyone has their struggles. But it's just, I don't know, being the only black person, being the only one with super, I don't know, curly, nappy, frizzy hair. And seeing how like they can get their hairs really nice and smooth if they know how to work with the hair for performances. And I don't know, I'm more self-conscious, I feel like, about myself because I'm the only one. And you know, you hear different things from different people about how, you know, they can be a little more strict with the hair sometimes if they don't like it for performances, which makes sense, but I feel like I get nervous about that too. But
has that ever actually happened to you?
No, I've only ever gotten compliments from them, only like praise, only I love your hair, oh tell me more about it, like nothing negative, nothing even like slightly negative.
But yet you still feel that you need to do above and beyond. It's coming from you.
Yeah, and it's funny because even my housemates are like, what I do a lot is I'll redo like I call them the edges, so just like my part, and like maybe for when I have my hair in a high bun, like this side it gets pretty frizzy. Especially since I'm sweating so much, I sweat so easily, and I dance all day, so. But even like my housemates are all like, why do you do it over so much? Like it's really not that bad. Like you need to just let it go. Like you're fine. You don't need to redo it over again. Like they're not gonna mind. You're okay. But I'm always just like, no, it's not gonna. You know. So it's just like it's like a personal thing that I kind of need to deal with.
I really want to encourage you to stop doing that because even though I'm not around you a lot, I've noticed that your twists that are along your hairline are a little shorter.
Yeah.
A lot shorter than say the ones that are like in the back. The ones that you're leaving alone the ends look a lot more healthy than the ones that are along your edges. And I really, really wanted to have this discussion because, you know, I want to talk about what happens after, you know, we've presented ourselves as wanting to wear our natural texture and people are accepting of us, but yet we're still having anxiety that, you know, in the back of our minds that it's still not going to be good enough. And, you know, I feel like this is a battle that can happen on a number of different levels. I also make homeschool videos on this channel. And for years when I homeschooled, I always felt like I had to keep every single piece of paper that we use because one day someone was gonna knock on my door and I was gonna have to prove that I did a good job of homeschooling. And, you know, not even counting how well they would do on their standardized tests or anything like that, I still had to prove that every day I did school and this is the work that we did, and, you know, this is how many worksheets they filled out and this is all the coloring that they did. And I had boxes and boxes and boxes of junk because someone was still looking over my shoulder. And I feel like, you know, this can even apply with natural hair, like that feeling that someone is still looking over your shoulder and you have to do more, you have to do extra, and it's like an unnecessary pressure, I think.
Yeah.
The whole time you've been home, you haven't done your hair over.
Oh,
have
no.
you? She hasn't done her hair over the entire time she has been home. Her hair looks amazing. Your hair looks amazing.
Oh,
I'm looking at your hair. Your hair looks beautiful. If you had a performance, would you feel like you needed to do your hair, though your edges and, you know, make it all perfect? Would you really feel like you needed to do it over?
Probably.
And I'm looking at her, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm looking at her. She has very little, if any, frizz going on. And I'm looking at the wrong place. Guys, I'm out of practice. I'm looking at my laptop instead of at the camera. But I look at her hair and there's like almost no frizz. Her hair
But
looks great.
Though, for me, it's not the twist that it doesn't look as bad when my hair is down, because for me, it's not the actual twist that bother me. It's my roots that I feel like it's so fuzzy, and it's not. I mean, it's especially when it's in like sometimes or. For actually our entire time when we were touring with our Christmas performance, we had to wear our hair in a high bun for that, and so then it's like all the roots are like exposed. It doesn't look like, I guess
I honestly have not ever seen you look bad.
But also, I guess realizing that not everyone notices as much as I do. I feel like,
and to me, it almost sounds like you're saying that you're doing everything in your power to make sure that you never make a mistake and an issue never comes up before anything could happen. It's not that something happened which made you want to be extra careful.
I've heard of things that have happened to other people, but not like bad things or anything, but just corrections and stuff. But I don't know. I feel like I don't want to, I'm scared of taking the chance of going with my hair being more frizzier or something and then being reprimanded for it. I really don't want that to happen for some reason. I don't know why, but
I think the one thing that you're missing out on is really discovering how long you can really relax before it becomes a true issue. Like really understanding how much freedom you really have, because I wouldn't even be talking with you about this if you were enjoying doing your hair over. But how do you feel about doing your hair over that often? You hate it, and it takes up a lot of your time.
Yeah, and it's just another thing too. Like when you've got a performance, sometimes we have performances. We have to be at the studio early, like really early in the morning, and I get home late from working the night before, and then I have to get ready for the performance and eat dinner, and then I have to redo my edges, and then I didn't have time to do it earlier.
Or you think.
Yeah, I think I have to
redo your
and
edges.
I end up getting to bed later, and then I end up being more tired in the morning. So it just gets annoying, but I don't know. It's hard.
I acknowledge the fact that everyone has their struggles. Yeah. Every race, every hair texture, everyone has things they don't like about themselves. Everyone has bad hair days. But I have to bring this up because we did a video in the past where I was just on my soapbox about the Shea Moisture commercial that everyone was upset about. And I honestly, whatever. But it didn't really shatter my life. But I did take issue with the idea that our struggle is the same. And I think, this kind of exemplifies how, ways that our struggle is somewhat different. Because you could relax your hair. You could do that. You could blow your hair out. You could do that. But we all know from watching other celebrities that choose to do that with an active lifestyle that has a lot of sweating happening. It's just hard with our texture of hair to get that smooth look consistently, because our hair naturally wants to curl up, frizz up, no matter what we do to it. And why should we be forced to make those choices if we want to wear our hair naturally? We should be able to wear our hair naturally. And even when everyone is telling us we can wear our hair naturally, we should be able to breathe easy. Why can't we breathe easy? Why can't, you know what? I'm going to declare it. You can breathe easy. And a correction is really not the end of the world. It's just really telling you, okay, this is, you went too far. You've crossed the line, and now you can, take measures to meet the expectations that people have of you. But I don't think you need to do the extra work to make sure you never ever make a mistake, because how will you ever know how much freedom you really have? Maybe your hair could last for 3 weeks, but you're there doing it over every week. And maybe you don't have to. That's what I'm saying. Are you thinking, whatever, Mom, you just don't know?
No, it's just, I think it's more of a personal insecurity than anything.
Yeah, I think so.
It's hard to get past that.
So you guys, let us know in the comments down below what you guys think of this. Have you guys have similar struggles to this. I'm very proud of this girl. She's handled herself above and beyond our expectations, you know, with her managing her money, managing her food, managing her car, managing herself. It's just been above and beyond my expectations. And for someone who did a lot of these things for the first time when she left home, I mean, I couldn't be happier. Her dad couldn't be happier. We couldn't be prouder. I'm gonna miss you when you leave tomorrow, but I don't have the same level of anxiety that I had before, thinking, oh my God, is she gonna be okay? Is somebody gonna bother her? You know, how's she gonna manage? What's she gonna eat? You know, I don't worry about those things anymore because you've proven that you're capable, you know, and I'm very excited about that. So leave your comments down below, you guys.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
I've missed your humor. Be blessed.
Bye.